Good morning everyone and welcome back to a new workout video on my channel. It's time for a new flexibility flow workout, so we're just gonna stretch out our bodies and relax for the next 30 minutes. So if you are in the need for a stretchy and relaxing workout, make sure you continue to watch this video and join me for this workout. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, make sure you do that so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. I upload every Tuesday and Saturday. But let's begin today's session. So grab your mat and we'll dive right in. Alright, so we're gonna start sitting down today on your knees. So just make sure you sit up nice and tall, lower the shoulders down and away from the ears. Just place your hands on your thighs and then tilt your head to the right, take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, look over your right shoulder. Inhale on the way back. Exhale, look over your shoulder. Inhale as you come back. Do 2 more on this side. And last one. This time hold the stretch for a few seconds. And then come back up and tilt your head to the left. Same thing, opposite side. So inhale. And then breathe out, look over your shoulder. Inhale as you come back to the starting position. And breathe out as you look over your shoulder. Do 2 more. And last one, this time hold the stretch for a few extra seconds. And come back up. Now reach your right arm over your head and then bend the elbow so that your fingers are resting on top of your upper back, and then grab a hold of the right elbow with your left hand and then gently pull the elbow as you lean to the side. So lean to the left. Just take a few breaths here. Take 1 more deep breath here. And then come back up, bring the arms back down, and then do the same thing opposite side. So reach your left arm up and then bend the elbow. Grab a hold of the left elbow with your right hand. Lift the chest, sit up tall, and then lean to the right. Gently pull on the left elbow. Take a few deep breaths here. Take 1 more deep breath. And then come back up, bring the arms back down, and then come down to child's pose. And walk with your hands over to the left side of your mat. Just take 2 deep breaths here. And then bring your hands over to the right side of your mat. And take 2 deep breaths here. And then come back to center. Now from here, tuck the toes under and lift up to downward facing dog. Walk the legs out, do little pauses with your feet, bend one knee at a time. Try to bring the heel as close to the floor as you can. Now, whenever you're in this position, make sure your ears are directly between your arms. So you want to make sure you create a straight line from the hip through the head and your shoulders, all the way down to your hands. So try to draw your chest towards your thighs. And then slowly walk with your hands back towards the feet. And come into a forward fold. Now grab a hold of your right leg with your left hand and then reach your right arm out in front and then around in a circle. So up and around in a circle. Try to turn the chest to face the side wall and come back down. Very good. Same thing again. So reach the right arm out in front as far as you can and then up and over. So try to make the circle as big as you can. Do one more. Very good. And then do the same thing opposite side. So grab a hold of your left leg with your right hand and then reach your left arm out in front and around in a circle. Again, try to turn the chest to face the side wall and come back down. Do two more. So try to make the circles as big as you can. And last one. Very good. Now from here, just slowly begin to uncurl the spine. Stacking one vertebrae at a time, head being the last to come up, stand up tall at the top. Roll back the shoulders, open up the chest, and then just slowly roll down to the floor again. Go as close to the floor as you can. And then roll back up again. So just take your time here and don't rush. See if you can get a little bit closer to the floor each time. You can also stay for a few seconds at the bottom and then slowly come back up again. Down to the floor one more time. This time stay in your forward fold. And then bring your fingertips to the floor so you can bend the knees slightly if you need to, and then just slowly walk out on your hands. And then drop the knees to the floor and come down to knees and hands. Now breathe out round through the back, look between your knees. Inhale as you tilt the hip and look up to the sky. Breathe out round through the back. And inhale as you look up. Do one more. And then come back to the middle and find your neutral spine. So your spine should have that slight curve through the lower back. And then make sure you draw the navel towards your spine to engage your core muscles, to stabilize your spine in that position. Now, as you breathe out, reach your right arm out in front. And then inhale, lower back to the floor. Exhale, lift your left arm. And inhale on the way back. So keep alternating arms. Make sure you draw the navel towards the spine, engage your core so that your spine doesn't move as you lift and lower the arms. Now, if you want to make it more challenging, you can add the opposite leg. So breathe out as you lift and lengthen, make your body as long as you can. And then inhale, come back to the floor, same thing, opposite side. Breathe out as you lift and lengthen. And inhale as you lower. Now imagine you have a glass of water on your back and you don't want to spill, so you need to lift and lower the leg and the arms slow and controlled so that your spine stays in neutral position and that you don't twist through the hips. Do one more each side. Good, and then come back down. Now bring your right leg out to the side. And then make sure you have your left hand directly under your left shoulder and the left arm straight. Now exhale, reach your right arm up to the sky. And then inhale, come back down, reach the arm under and to the left. So reach as far as you can to the left. And then exhale, reach your arm up to the sky. Inhale, come back down. Reach as far as you can to the left without bending the left elbow. So make sure you keep that arm straight. Do one more. Very good, and then bring the right hand back to the floor and bring the right leg in, and then extend your left leg out to the side. Again, make sure your right hand is directly under your right shoulder, and then breathe out, reach your left arm up to the sky. And inhale as you come down, reach under and out to the right as far as you can without bending your right arm. Exhale, reach to the sky. And inhale as you come down. Do one more. Excellent, and then bring your left hand back to the floor and bring your right leg in. Now step forward with your left foot. So place your left foot next to your left hand. And then reach your left arm up to the sky. Take 3 deep breaths here. Now, if you want to, you can bring your palms together and then twist to the left, place your right elbow on top of your knee. And then bring your hands back down to the floor. Tuck the toes on your back foot, lift the back knee off the floor, and then walk your hands around so that you come into, you can adjust the feet if you need to, so that you come into a wide-legged forward fold. So you can bring your feet out as wide as you feel comfortable, and then place your left hand to the floor, and then exhale, reach your right arm up to the sky. Inhale, come back down. And then breathe out, reach the other arm up to the sky. And inhale, come back down. Do 2 more each side. more each side. Very good, and then bring both hands back to the floor. Now walk with your hands over towards your right foot, so you should be facing the opposite direction now. And then lower the left knee to the floor, and then keep your left hand on the floor, and then reach your right arm up to the sky. And again, if you did so on the first side, you can bring your palms together and then twist to the right and place your elbow on top of the opposite knee. Lift the chest. Just take a few deep breaths here. And then bring your hands back to the floor and step your right foot back, and then just sit back onto your heels. And then from here, come up to a seated position. So bring your legs out in front. Now keep your knees slightly bent. Sit up nice and tall. Make sure you keep your spine flat and your core engaged. And then lean back as far as you feel comfortable. Make sure you keep your chest up, shoulders away from the ears, and then reach your arms out in front. Now breathe out and bring your left arm out to the side. Follow your hand with your gaze. And then inhale, come back up. Same thing, opposite side. So breathe out as you twist to the right and bring your right arm out to the side. Inhale, come back up. So if you want to make it more challenging, just lean further back as you rotate, or you can lift your feet off the floor and then hold the feet there and just go from side to side. Do 2 more each side. Make sure you keep your chest up and your spine flat. So make sure you don't round through the back. Do 1 more each side. Very good, and then lower the feet back to the floor. Now bring your left leg out long on the floor, and then place your right leg across the left. And then wrap your left elbow around your right knee, and then place your right hand behind you, and then turn to the right. So make sure you lift the chest, and then just take a few deep breaths here. So you should feel a stretch in your hip on the right side at the moment. If you want to get a deeper stretch, just try to pull the knee closer to your chest. And then come back. Now bend your left knee, keep your right leg where it is, and then bend your left knee. And then place your hands behind you, lift the chest. So you should feel a stretch in your right hip still. Now if you want to get a deeper stretch, you can move the hands closer and lift the chest, or move the left foot closer. Just stay here for a few breaths. Take 1 more deep breath here. And then release. So you can lift the hip just so that you can lower the right foot to the floor. Very good. Now bring your right leg along on the floor, and then place your left leg across the right. Wrap your right arm around the left knee. Place your left hand behind you. Lift the chest, turn to the left. Just take a few deep breaths here. So you should feel the stretch in your left hip right now. come back. Now bend your right knee and then place your hands behind you, lift the chest. Again, you can adjust it and get a deeper stretch by moving your hands closer or your right foot closer. So lift the chest and try to push your chest forward closer to the leg. So you should still feel a stretch in your left hip. Take a few deep breaths here. So again, lift the hip off the floor and then just bring the left foot back to the floor. Excellent. Now keep your knees slightly bent. Sit up tall, keep your spine flat, and then you can keep your fingertips on the floor. Make sure you lift the chest, shoulders down away from the ears, and then exhale, lift one foot off the floor. Inhale to lower, and then exhale, lift the other foot off the floor. Inhale as you lower. Now if you want to make it more challenging, lift both feet off the floor, so breathe out, lift. Inhale as you lower. So this is level 1, so you can lift 1 or 2 legs, or if you want to make it more challenging, lift both feet off the floor, balance on your sit bones, and then breathe out, extend your legs, lower the back to the floor, and then inhale, come back up. Exhale as you extend the legs. Inhale, come back up. Do 2 more. Last one. Very good. Now we're going to lower all the way down to the floor. Count down from 8. So make sure you lower slow and controlled. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Very good. Now bend your knees and place your feet hip width apart on the floor. Find your neutral spine, and then make sure you brace through the core, and then breathe out, lift one foot off the floor, and inhale as you lower. Exhale, lift the other foot off the floor, and inhale as you lower. So make sure you keep your core engaged to stabilize your spine in neutral position. Now, if you want to make it more challenging, you can lift both feet off the floor at the same time. Just make sure you can hold your spine in neutral position. So breathe out as you lift the feet off the floor, and inhale as you lower. Do 3 more. Finish off with both feet off the floor, knees at 90 degrees, and then reach your arms out in front. And then breathe out, bring one arm over the head. Inhale as you come back. And then breathe out, bring the opposite arm above the head. And inhale on the way back. So just keep alternating arms. Make sure you draw the navel towards the spine so that you keep your spine in neutral position. Now, if you want to, you can add the opposite leg. So breathe out, extend, lower the foot as close to the floor as you can without losing your neutral spine. Same thing, opposite side. So breathe out as you lengthen, and inhale on the way back. Now, if you want to make it even more challenging, you can extend both arms and both legs at the same time. So breathe out as you extend, and Inhale as you come back. Do 4 more. And last one coming up. And then bring your knees to your chest. Wrap your arms around the knees and rock from side to side. Just relax. Now bring your knees back to 90 degrees. Make sure you find your neutral spine, engage your core. And then breathe out as you extend your right leg. You can lower it as close to the floor as you can without losing your neutral spine. So make sure your core is engaged. Inhale, come back to the starting position. Exhale, same thing, opposite side. Inhale as you come back. Very good. Now if you want to make it more challenging, you can extend both legs at the same time. Make sure you hold your spine in neutral position, so if you find that you arch your spine as you lower the legs, don't go quite as far. Now if you want to, you can draw the chin towards the chest and then lift up and hold it here. Very good, do 4 more. And last one coming up. Very good, and then bring your left knee to your chest, grab a hold of the left knee, extend your right leg out long on the floor. Now you can just stay here or bring your left knee over to the right side. And then use your right hand to push your left knee closer to the floor to get a deeper stretch. Just take 2 more deep breaths here. And then come back to center, swap sides. So you grab a hold of the right knee, extend your left leg out long on the floor. Again, you can just hold it here or bring the knee over to the opposite side. Use your left hand to push the right knee closer to the floor. And then come back to center and bring both feet back to the floor. Very good. Now extend both legs along on the floor. Keep your arms down by your side and then draw the chin towards the chest. Slowly roll up to a seated position. Sit up tall at the top and then slowly roll back down again. Very good. Same thing again. Draw the chin towards the chest. Roll up slow and controlled. And roll down to the floor. Do 1 more and then come up to a seated position. Now sit up nice and tall, take a deep breath in, and then as you breathe out, just slide the hands forward, try to touch your toes if you can, and then just stay here for 3 deep breaths. So grab a hold of the toes if you can, or just place your hands on top of your legs. And use each out breath to stretch just a little bit deeper. come back up. Very good. Now bend the knees and place your right hand on your right leg, and then reach with your left arm up and over, and then lower your left hand to the floor, and then lower your left elbow to the floor. Reach with your right arm, and then come back up. Same thing again. So place your right hand on your right leg, reach with your left arm up and over as you reach as far as you can to the right, and then lower the left hand to the floor, and then the elbow, and then reach with your right arm up and over. Try to reach as far as you can to the left. Try to keep your arm directly over the ear. Do one more each direction. Very good, and then just bring the feet over to the opposite side. So do the same thing here. So place your left hand on your left calf, reach with your right arm up and over, reach as far as you can to the left, and then bring your right hand to the floor, and then the elbow follows, and reach with your left arm up and over, reach as far as you can, and then come back up. So just keep going from side to side. Remember to keep the arm directly over the ear. Very good. We'll do one more each direction after this one. Last one. And come back up. Very good. Now come over onto your knees and sit back onto your heels. And then take your right arm and reach it under your left arm out to the left, and then bring your right ear to the floor. And then same thing opposite side. So take your left arm underneath your right, bring your left ear to the mat. And then come back to center. And then come up to a seated position. And then interlace your fingers behind your back. Open up the chest. Extend the arms. Take a few deep breaths here. You can stretch out your neck if you want to, so just look over your right shoulder. And then over the left shoulder. And then back to center. Release the hands and then take a deep breath in, roll back the shoulders. Open up the chest and breathe out. Well done. Alright, that is it for this video. I really hope that you enjoyed the Pilates workout and that you will come back again on Saturday, because I will be back then with a new core control workout. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, make sure you do that so you don't miss any of my upcoming workout videos. I upload new videos every Tuesday and Saturday. But thank you so much for joining me in this workout. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you again in my next video.